and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the We Are Memory Keepers gift bag punch board to create a small gift bag. Now you can actually create 3 different sizes, and the size is actually the width of the bag. The height of the bag you can determine for yourself, and you can cut that down to whatever height you'd like. So I'm going to first start off by lining up the left-hand edge of my cardstock with that little arrow right there. And so each time I move my paper, I'm going to line it up with a previously scored line. And then you're going to score in this pattern of scoring along this the size of your bag, which is labeled at the top, small, medium, or large. Then you'll score the side of the bag where you're going to be making 4 score lines. 1, 2 horizontal and 2 diagonal. And then you'll repeat that. So then you'll score along the size of the bag, and then here I'm going to score the side of the bag. So the 2 diagonal lines, and then the 2 lines that will help to create the gusset for the side of the bag. And then you want to make sure that you're punching at the top the entire way through. And one thing to note is that the top of your punch board is the bottom of your bag. So my pattern is upside down here. I wanted to use this heart pattern, but I didn't realize, or I forgot, that when you use the punch board, the top of the punch board is actually the bottom of your bag. So if you do have a pattern that has a correct up and down orientation, you want to bear that in mind. Place your paper in so that it's essentially upside down. Thankfully, I'm using a double-sided pattern paper, so I'm going to bring this into my scoreboard and just rescore all of those lines, because I like to fold score lines as mountain folds. That helps to keep that fold nice and strong and give me a cleaner fold in the end. And I do like to miter in the edges of my glue tab. So that last 1/2 inch glue tab there is, or that last 1/2 inch section there is a glue tab. And that's going to connect our 2 sides together. This portion here is the bottom of our bag. So all of those flaps will fold in and glue to each other. And then you want to valley fold your gusset. And I'll show you one additional score line that if you'd like for this bag to be able to lay completely flat, because this is a nice size for creating gift bag sets, which I did earlier this year as Christmas presents. I just gave a set of little gift bags and tags for the holidays. And what I'm going to do also, this is just me, this isn't in the formal instructions, but I like to fold down a lip at the top of the bag. And I fold that at, I think, 7/8 of an inch. And there's going to be a section here at the top that I'll just cut off, just so that the glue tab just runs the length or the height of our bag. And the reason why I fold down that extra bit at the top there is because I am going to take the option of punching holes into the top of the bag in order to put to string some ribbon through there for a little handle. And I guess I could put some grommets in, but I prefer to just reinforce it this way, and it'll just be a double layer of cardstock. So here I'll show you, this is the one extra score line you need to put in. So you just want to, on what will be the back of the bag, add a horizontal score line that is at the top of the triangle that we scored on the board. And then what I like to do is, before I actually glue everything down, just kind of ease in all of those folds, all of those score lines, and just gently start to fold them all together so that they eventually will fold down completely flat. And you can just take your time, ease everything into position. And the reason why I like to do it before I glue everything together, which it probably would be easier if everything was together in order to get it to fold. But I like to do it before gluing, because then if I did need to add a score line or adjust anything, I still have a chance to do that before everything is stuck down. So now that I've got all of my folds in place, what I'll do is go ahead and punch those holes at the top. So identify your front and back panels, and you basically just want to line up that center marker with the score lines or the folds that are on either side of your front and back panel. And every time you punch, this punch will punch 2 holes, in fact. So you want to do that, and also put a final punch on the glue tab, because technically when that's glued, that's going to be the back side edge. So the reason why I like to fold it down, as I mentioned, is just so that it gets the holes get a little bit of an extra reinforcement, but also the top edge of the bag is a little bit more finished too, because it's folded, and so you'll get that nice folded edge as opposed to a cut edge. And I like to lay everything flat, get some really strong adhesive, double-sided adhesive, so I can get it all the way to the edge. But then I like to squiggle on just a little bit of liquid adhesive to make sure this is a really nice and permanent bond. Especially, this is a small bag, so nothing heavy is really going to go into it, so I'm not too worried about the bag falling apart. But certainly if you were going to give this as a gift, like a gift set of bags, you definitely want to make sure that everything's really, really strongly secured, because you just never know when that person is going to pull this bag out to use. So you want it to or at least my thinking is that I would want it to be able to hold up and last over years. And dry adhesive can, in certain climates, actually start to lift and lose its stickiness. So that's why I do like to use liquid adhesive. Now, to attach the bottom panel here, I'm actually going to tuck the 2 side panels, the 2 flaps from the side panels in first, and then I'm going to tuck the back and then the front tabs in last. And I found that gives a nicer finish to the bottom. I don't know that anyone's gonna really look to pay attention back there, but I do like the result of that better. And then here I'm just gonna keep folding things down and pushing those creases in to make sure that this bag gets used to being in that position. And so that's the bag pretty much complete. And if you didn't punch the holes at the top, you would be done. But what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and just string some thin, this is only 1/4 of an inch wide ribbon, and I'll just loop it through all of these holes and tie a knot to anchor that end. So I never talked about the height of the cardstock that you need. So to make a small bag, which is 2 5/8 of an inch wide, you need to cut the width of your paper to 10 inches. So that's fixed. And for each size bag, it will have a fixed measurement. But the height of your bag is going to be determined by how large of a bag you want. And the way to figure that out is the bottom flap that the punch board puts in is 1 5/16 of an inch. So you need to add that height to whatever height bag that you want. Then if you're going to take the option to do what I did, where I fold over the top of my bag to just kind of reinforce that hole, I actually scored and folded 7/8 of an inch of paper from the top. So you want to add 7/8 of an inch if you do plan to do what I did and fold over the top. And then you want to add 1 5/16 of an inch for the bottom portion that gets folded in. And so once you add those two measurements to whatever height bag you want to make, then you have your the final height of the piece of cardstock that you need to cut. Okay, so my ribbon, as you saw, I've just looped that through all the holes, tied a double knot, and my gift bag is now complete, and I can either use it as is or fold it down like this. I was able to create, I think I gave a set of 4 or 5 of these in one little gift box that I made. But it's a really cute bag. I think they make for great gift sets, as well as a great way to give small items too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing, and click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell if you do want to get notified when I post new videos to my channel. Thanks again, happy crafting, and have a fantastic day. Bye!